Hey everybody, I'm back with Michael and we are going to work into some shoulders.
All right, today we have some shoulder training. We're gonna start with a few reps of shoulder cars, controlled articular rotations, and then we're gonna go into an exercise to expand the usable range of motion in your shoulder joint. So we find with a lot of people, they are restricted through that shoulder rotation. A lot of people are restricted in overhead positions. But a lot of times when you're restricted overhead, it can be because of a rotational restriction in the shoulder. So we're gonna clean up some of that rotation and you'll probably find that you have more degrees of freedom in a lot of different positions. We're gonna start with those shoulder cars. So let's start with that right side, and show me your palm, show me your bicep, and we're gonna lift up. Try to roll that bicep out to the side. So you're pulling that shoulder into external rotation. Once that arm is overhead, spin that bicep away from your ear and you're reaching back and down, moving that shoulder into internal rotation. Show your bicep to the floor and then show your bicep to your ribs here. Your knuckles and biceps are facing you. Reach back and up. You feel that roadblock in your shoulder. You're gonna ring out around it, pulling bicep to ceiling, bicep to ear, palm to ceiling as you work your way back down. We're just retracing that circle. We'll do one more on this side. Obviously, we're keeping everything pain-free as always. Sweep up, roll that bicep out to the side as much as you can. And then once we're overhead, you're gonna spin that bicep away from your ear, pulling the shoulder into internal rotation. Reach back and down, show bicep to floor, show bicep to ribs. Your knuckles and biceps are facing you. Reach back and up. Feel that roadblock, ring out, bicep to ceiling, bicep to ear, palm to ceiling as you work your way down. Excellent. So now we just expressed the range of motion in the shoulder. Now we're going to expand the range of motion in the shoulder. So Tori is going to move into a prone position or face down position. And Tori will be training her left shoulder here. Whatever side you want to train at home, we're only going to do one side, so you can just rewind the video and then go back through it on the other side. So notice here that we have Tori's armpit and her elbow at exactly 90 degrees. Tori's going to make a fist with her hand and show the pinky side to the floor, thumb side to the ceiling. Excellent. So now we have her shoulder in some amount of external rotation. For a lot of people, this is as far as they can go, or for some people, they might not can get this far. So when we do some more in-depth stuff, we have some different setups, but just do the best you can, keeping everything pain-free in the shoulder today. So we're looking for the shoulder in external rotation, and we're about to train it to move into more external rotation. So Tori, I want you to glue that elbow into the floor. That elbow's never popping up. Now at 20% effort, begin driving that fist and wrist into the floor. So if that floor were not in the way, Tori would be moving into internal rotation. But that floor's in the way, and I couldn't pick up her forearm if I tried right now. Elbows glued down, driving fist and wrist into floor, 20% effort. Now I want her to ramp up to 40% effort. 40 to 60. 60 to 80, and then as long as it's pain-free, driving that fist and wrist in the floor, safest, greatest effort, leaving a dent in that mat or a dent in that hardwood. Elbow is not popping up. That elbow's staying glued down to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, keep your position, glue that elbow down, flip your intention so that you're peeling that fist and wrist away from the floor. So now you're rolling this bicep back. Try to get a little bit of lift off. There it is, perfect. You're gonna feel some backside shoulder stuff and it might start cramping. If it cramps, you're doing it right. Try to pull that shoulder blade into your back pocket. Don't let that rib cage peel off the floor either. So we're training pure shoulder external rotation. If I wanted to be really mean, I would say, Tori, don't let me move you. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly relax, let that fist and wrist float back down. Excellent. So I recommend 2 to 3 reps of these contractions where you're pressing through the floor, peeling away from the floor. We're gonna go ahead and close out with some more shoulder cars. So Tori, come back to that kneeling position. There's nothing wrong with doing only 1 rep, but ideally you wanna hit 2 to 3. Obviously, if you do a lower intensity, 20, 40, 50%, then you could do more reps. If you do higher intensity, you would wanna do fewer reps. All right, so let's see how that shoulder feels. Show me right palm or right bicep, whichever side you just trained. And we're lifting up. Rolling that bicep out to the side. Now that you're overhead, spin that bicep away. Reach back and down, show that bicep to floor. Show that bicep to ribs. And reach back and up. Feel that roadblock. Ring out, bicep to ear. Palm to ceiling. And work your way down. And sweep up. Roll that bicep out. Spin palm bicep away. Show bicep to floor. Show bicep to ribs. And reach back and up. Roadblock, ring out. Bicep to ear. Palm to ceiling. And slowly work your way down. Excellent. So that was shoulder external rotation. Remember, training the rotational capacities of the shoulder will, in most cases, will automatically give you more access to a lot of linear movement. So when you're restricted overhead, training that pure rotation can free up a lot of those positions in which you're having to reach overhead. Thanks, Tori.
Thank you.